Today is April 28th. The Yankees just swept the Baltimore Orioles. 2 sweeps in a row. Sweeping. Let's talk some Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy, Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy, and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy, and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. We got BBD in the corner, producing away. It's brought to you by SeatGeek, and we are in DraftKings Studios via the Bronx. We're in the Bronx, not via the Bronx. In the Bronx. We're in the Bronx Studios because we went to the game. We did a pregame show from the field. If you missed that, that was fun. And we had Jose Trevino on to chat with us. That'll be on the Yes app. And the Yankees have won. Jake, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. James, BBD, Benjamin in the chat.
He's been jamming.
Yeah, I've been jamming. What's going on, everybody? Everyone else in the chat, too. And your family. Your friends. Take care of each other.
Lovers and ex-lovers.
Big day, big sports day. You want to start the timer? NFL draft is today, a lot of basketball, but we are talking Yankees baseball. And Jim, best record in the American League. A lot of good pitching performances, but that's kind of been a thing. Offense kicked into gear a little bit. Orioles defense, thank you for your efforts today, or lack thereof. Ooh. Man, what do you say? There's a lot of good stuff going on the Yankees baseball field.
Yep.
Including us.
And Jack Curry looked great.
Jack Curry in that suit.
Yankees hit 8 home runs in these 3 games and played really well. The pitching had like a couple blips, but didn't matter at all because they sweep. If you're saying, well, they played bad teams, they should win. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But what they should really do is sweep.
Yes.
Because we need to get fat on the bad teams, something they did not do last year. And they are now 6-0 on this soft schedule homestand, and they go play – who do they play next? Another team that they should beat, right?
They go on to Kansas City?
The Royals. So it's a road trip, but they should win that series as well. And then they have 3 or 4 against the Toronto.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, how many sweeps did they have last year? They had that long winning streak last year?
Yeah. They had, 2 long win streaks? They had the one long one, and then they had, another one, I think. But
they're the only team to sweep the Orioles and the Guardians in back-to-back series all season.
That's not too shabby.
No, I confirmed that.
And the Orioles,
Ron Marinaccio optioned.
Yeah, we kind of said that
right
before we started talking.
That's tough. That's tough for Ron.
It's tough for him. His slider looked cool from our review.
Yeah, some video game pitches. Figure it out, Ron, and he'll have time. Yeah, I don't know. Like the Orioles coming into the series weren't exactly the Orioles. Their pitching staff at a whole was actually doing decent. And let's be honest, today doesn't land anywhere close to 10 if the defense had chipped in a little bit. But the Yankees still showed a ton of fight in that game that it was they still were up 10-2. 5 errors is a lot. Yankees swept the Orioles. That's what you're supposed to do. We were scared of a punt lineup today. That didn't really happen.
Mm-hmm.
Judge back-to-back center field and then right field. We like that. Gallo showed some signs of life this series. Rizzo has become a superhero of sorts. A lot of Yankees boxes continue to get checked off, and we like that. Sevy filling up the zone, your guy?
Wait, no hit through...
Whoops.
4?
That game's I want to give the people that's an awful burn because it was 6 games in 1.
No, that was yesterday's game.
No, it was a Sevy game.
That's the one
That was game 1.
Joe's was telling us it was 6 games in 1?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's an awful burn?
It's just long. It's long, so you can only do so many jokes without...
All right, let's just skip it. You think it's bad?
No way.
You don't want the people to hear it?
I want the people to hear it.
Okay, cool.
But no, people see the high-scoring games, and they're like, oh, that's going to be a sick burn. It's like,
Although those
that's
are hard.
exhausting.
Yes. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
We were talking to this kid who was sitting next to us at the stadium. I said, where'd you get those seats, pal?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it SeatGeek?
Yeah, he said, I got them from SeatGeek. I used code Yanks. I got $20 off. Thanks so much. Wouldn't stop shaking my hand. I was like,
Yeah.
It's all right. You're good. Thanks for using the code. Helps us out. And, we're brought to you by SeatGeek. And they have tickets.
Wow. They sure do.
A lot of them. Use code Yanks. You get $20 off at SeatGeek. The stadium is a vibe again. Like last year, the stadium was kind of a dull, boring place. Even when the limitations got released, they never filled up. I've been to 3 games now. You've been to more. BBD's been to more.
One more game.
But this was a day game on the weekday. And, it wasn't crowded. The second deck was empty, but the bottom row and the bleachers was pretty filled. And when there's good things happening, it was, energized. So, go to the game. Use SeatGeek. Get a ticket.
Yeah, I've said it too many times to both of you already, but coming in last year with it was still COVID, limited seating, and then the Yankees year was morose for a lot of it. The stadium's got really good juice this year. There's a couple times last year, I think it was the Astros series, and then it was the Ohtani game before the rain. But it was few and far between last year. So stadium's got juice, man.
Got juice. Let's burn game 1.
I'm ready for that.
You are?
Yeah.
Because BBD's got the sound, and he's going to play it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, all right, game 1. Yankees versus the Orioles. Burn, Jakey, burn!
After a 6-game migration south, the Birds are back. Baltimore and Jordan Lyles try to overbay the Yanks as the Yankees drove their Sevy to the levee, with King Luis taking the hill for the Yanks. Like bad weed, this game was an awful burn because it was basically 6 games in 1. Game 1, Anthony Bourdain Rizzo hits one to parts unknown, 3-run homer. Joey finally sends one to the gallows, his first homer of the year, and buenote. As Tony 2 times hits another yacker, it's 6-0. Game 2, Sevy, no-hit through 5. Game 3, Sevy loses the no-hitter. Santander, 3-run homer. Urias RBI single. I hate Game 3. Game 4, Glaber thinks everyone should leave as triples are best. Bases clearing, trip after Big G. It's copy that. 10-4 Yanks. Game 5. Like me on Christmas Day, Licky is struggling because the lasagna's out. 10-8 Yanks after an Austin Purple Haze 3-run homer makes Yankee fans want to drink some Hendrix. Ooh. Game 6, put the gin away, have some limoncello with the big man. Judge homers, but nobody's talking about it because it's Tony 3 times. A 3-homer day as he slices a piece of cheesecake onto the porch. Sevy to Clay to Licky to Johnny to Chappie. Yanks win a shootout in the Bronx, 12-8 final.
I wasn't worried about this game at any point.
Right.
I feel like some people might have been.
It was a step away from worry.
Yeah.
Like when it got, what was the score? Was it 10-8 at one point? It was kind of like if the Orioles got a step closer, then it would have been like, what are we doing?
Yes, it was 10-8, but that was after 8 innings. Like they only had one more at bat, and I was like, whatever.
Like if after 10-8 they got another solo homer or something, that would have been like, whoa.
Yeah.
Chill out, Baltimore.
But then the Judge and the Rizzo went to the well.
Rizzo. 3-homer game. Are we going to talk about that, you think?
Maybe.
see that.
Maybe we'll talk about that later. I mean, there's not much. We like the lineup, right?
We like the lineup. It was coming off the off day.
Mm-hmm.
And Hicks went on paternity leave. We should
Yeah.
mention that. So Andujar got called up. Not seen this series until the final handshake line. So that left the Yankees. Well, they had options. They went Towers outfield the first 2 games, which we are happy about.
I'm very happy with the way they did the lineup the whole series. Jordan Lyles was due for bad outing.
Regression.
I said that on I think the last midweek episode here and the pregame show. I don't know, but I definitely said that, and then it happened. I felt good about it. Sevy looked great. I don't know, and then it fell apart really quickly on him, which is a bummer. The final line, 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. He had a no-hitter through 5. It's like, shit. It's a weird way to look at stuff. Sevy looks really good. And the home run that Santander hit off Sevy is like a 2019 ball got snuck into the pile or something. That was not to say Rizzo didn't hit his own cheap shots.
Right.
But that Sevy one was cheap. Not cheap. It was just like, did he even get it? I think if you're Sevy, you're like, did I make a bad pitch? Does Joe's fuck Dolphins? Was that been a home run in other parks? Just constantly thinking about stuff.
Yeah, stuff can run through your head at any moment. That's kind of how the brain works. No, and Jim, I think, again, one of your, in the pregame, what to watch for, I think you said something about Sevy filling up the zone and attacking hitters and kind of being that dominant old Sevy. And he had the no-hit going, which sometimes that actually doesn't help your pitch count. If you're, like, striking guys out, like you can start racking it up, or if you're walking guys. His pitch count, I mean, he finished with 77 through 6.
Yeah, he threw 10 pitches in the second inning. He threw 13 in the third inning. I mean, 11 in the fourth. I mean, he was breezing through.
Yeah.
What I said was I wanted to get really boring innings out of Sevy, where it was just boom, 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 and it was bully Sevy, and we kind of like, wait, what happened? How did he get out of that? And through 5 innings, we got exactly that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm really doing poorly on the homer draft,
Right.
but the other things I'm bringing to the table on the pregame show, I'm doing pretty well. Come on. Just real bad at the homer draft right now.
I mean, there's 2 sides to each coin. Some people are doing really well at the homer draft.
Some countries, they print same side.
You could have used the Rizzo 3-homer day. That would have, reset the homer draft instantly, but you didn't pick him.
No, I didn't. I did not. Yeah, no. Didn't. Nope, didn't. Did not. Okay, you want to move on?
Let me give the box score one last look. If there's anything I think needs to be discussed now, because we'll move on with the
Chapman
show.
walked 2 guys, but got out of it. Also wasn't worried about Chapman at all.
Glaber with the triple. That was nice.
Rizzo doing the MJ shrug after homer 3. I mean, that wasn't the MJ shrug. That was the
slice shrug.
I'm so sorry that's a homer.
Yeah.
That he was like apologetic. He's like, that shouldn't have been a homer. Actually, exactly what he said was, he said, holy shit. And then he started running. He's like, oh my God.
That's not foul. That's not an out.
Yeah.
That's
that was
home
I
run?
guess I'll run the bases on that foul ball I just hit.
I could hit a ball 500 feet and those count the same?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Bronx, Tony. Can I call you Tony?
You can. People call him that.
I have some inside information I think I could share.
All right.
Our guy Nicky Cass, who did the Blitzball Battle, or not the Blitzball Battle, the one-inning league with us.
He's in the game right now. It's live now.
Go check him out. You probably know him from some of the social medias. Awesome dude. He's done a few cameos for Anthony Rizzo because Anthony Rizzo's friends are like, he can't really get him a lot of gifts. Like, he's doing all right in life.
So it's got to be creative.
So he's had a couple friends.
Like Rizzo has gotten
multiple cameos from Nicky Cass.
Now, do you think the friends know it, or do you think...
I don't know. But that's pretty funny.
That's funny if it's, like... Like Rizzo knows that 3 people have gotten him a cameo from him, and Rizzo and Nikki are the only people. Like it'd be funny if Nikki gets another one, and Nikki opens up like, "There's another one."
Yeah.
And they're the only.
Here
two
you go,
people,
Riz.
the only 2 people. Like the people, it's like distant relatives and like
Yeah.
a friend and like a college friend, and it's not a thing.
It's 2 friends that only have one topic.
Mm-hmm.
And when they see each other, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Joe's and the Dolphin. I think we could do the next game.
Trying to leave that in Arizona. All right, let's go to the next game. Let's go to the next game of the series. Jake's
Let me
going
make
to
sure
burn
I'm
it.
there.
It's game 2.
Okay, I found it.
Okay? It's Monty. It's Wells. It's the Yankees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, burn.
Yankees offense would hope to go back to the Wells versus Tyler and the O's as Gumby would try to bend his way around the Baltimore offense on a cold night at the stadium. Bottom 1, hit the music. Giancarlo, let the rhythm take you over, Giancarlo. Te quiero. Eagle homers. Number 350 for Hall of Fame Yankee Giancarlo Stanton. Angry uncle intensifies. It's 2-0 Yankees. Santander. 3 syllables and 2 runs for the Yankee killer. But speaking of fortitude, DJ 26 with the underrated sac fly and some mental fortitude from Joey Gallo as he bakes up a solo home run to make it 4-2. Our shortstop drinking a beer? IKF PBR. Pass ball scores a run. It's a Goat Castle game as the Yanks go Jordan King Holmes to win the game 5-2 final.
Hey, this game, Jake, I like the lineup again. Obviously, I think they ran back the same thing, but Trevino instead of Higgy. And Stanton hits a homer in the first inning to get them on the board early, which was also my what to watch for. And I was and everyone kind of had it. Like, Ruocco had it with K.
He was getting hot.
Ruocco had it with
showed the
K, and
signs.
it was like everyone was like, he should probably homer in this game.
Yeah.
And he did, so that's good. Story of this game is that Monty ain't never going to catch a break.
Yeah.
It's a good game by Monty, like really good game. I mean, he went 5 innings clean. He had 2 outs in the 5th inning, gives up a home run, hits the next guy in the foot. Does the Messina beg to stay on the mound?
Yeah. I don't think we can compare it to Messina.
Well, it was the same. No. And then
It was more of a no.
Well, unlike Messina, he knew it didn't matter.
Right.
He knew.
He could have made it, Matt.
No, he couldn't.
Not a Baltimore regular season game. That's
No.
the problem. That's
No.
why I don't like the Messina comparison because
All right. Well, he yelled at the manager. No,
I can do this.
it wasn't like that. He was mad, and then he was like mad in the dugout afterwards. They're showing him. But it's a good game out of Monty, but he doesn't. Did he even get the win? I'm sure he cares about that, but I don't know. Like, obviously, we don't. I don't think he does get the win. King does. I don't know who they gave it to.
Game 2?
Yeah.
Still what we're talking about. King got the win. Yeah, I mean, Monty, you talk about actual effects of teammates and stuff. Big C was just talking about it on R2C2. Like, Monty's got a little more edge than I think he would have if he didn't have Big CC Sabathia as a teammate for a few years. He has the quote about pitching in the cold, might as well practice for October. That's not a Jordan Montgomery 4 years ago quote. Mine would have been like, it's a little cold for baseball, huh, guys? Instead he had that, and yeah, I mean, he gives a little, don't take me out, Skip, which any fan loves.
Mm-hmm. And then they took him out.
Yeah.
And they went to Kinger, which
I
didn't know it was going to be King Day. I thought they might save King for Game 3, but they wanted to reset the bullpen. And what does King do? Resets the bullpen.
Yeah.
Just nasty. The biggest weapon they have right now. I think Fangraphs just wrote an article like he's the best reliever in baseball right now.
Yeah, I mean, the eye test backs it up, but also obviously the multiple innings. Like there's no one in baseball that can pitch multiple innings that's doing what Mike King is doing right now. His innings are still closer to a lot of teams' fifth or fourth starter than a bullpen guy right now. So he's been a monumental part of the Yankees start. Looks great. Saw him today, still a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Good looking? Yeah. Similar body type to Chad Green, we think.
A little shorter.
Just a little.
Inch. Maybe inch and a half.
I'd say inch, and I'm open to whatever.
Okay.
It was really cold at this game. That's what I'd like to say.
You were there.
Yeah.
And then
really cold.
Clay came in at the end, and he looked nasty.
Yeah. Horse.
The Yankees win.
Horse legs.
I don't like the name of that Orioles pitcher. Crable.
Yeah.
At all. I see it, and I don't like it.
The letters don't work.
It just puts a sour
You need to
taste.
get rid of 2 letters or add 2 letters.
Yeah, I just never seen it. How many names have an HB? Back to back.
Baseball or ever or
Ever.
we're on it. Feo's on it in the chat.
You guys submit in the chat last names that have an H and a B. It goes HB in it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if they blow my mind and they start dropping really common
Right,
names.
if there's one that's like, oh.
Yeah. Let's go to game 3, man, because I got awards to give out.
Awards to
Not
give
yet,
out later in
not
the show.
yet,
To
not
give out
yet,
later in
not
the
yet.
show.
We got to burn game 3 first.
Aye.
Aye. And then do you have this one? Because we were at
Sure
the game. Okay.
Sure do.
Beebs, you ready?
I think there's a bird stuck in the attic, so the Yankees grab their broomstick, hoping to sweep the O's out of their house. Jamison Tyone takes his shot at B-More as Jordan Ryan Zimmerman tries to be a gnat to the Yanks. Orioles go up 2-0 through 3 as J-Mo labored a bit early, but the Yankees would score the next 10. Caught me a Marwin RBI double. Like paying for coffee and a snack, here's 3 singles. Judge Rizzo Stanton RBI single from JRS. My initials? Whoa. What fortitude by the Yanks to make the score. 4-2. The Orioles stink. 5 errors, that's bad. Marwin, Donaldson, and Locastro. 3 guys who are kind of whatever about each other. Each helped the team score a run different ways, but the judge ordered a sweep. 3-run Yabo from Big Aaron. 10-2. Funny business late by Marinaccio, but sweep me, daddy. Tyone, Castro, Wandy, Johnny, Chad, Marinaccio, Licky. Yanks take the final game 10-5. How about it?
Oh, how about it? Them Yankees do it. For sure they do.
Those Yankees do it. For sure they do.
They sweep, sweepity, sweeparoo. In this game, Judge played center field back-to-back, so we were pretty ready for him to DH or be on the bench in Game 3. He plays, and he plays the field as well. So I like that. They gave Kiner the day off, and they gave...
That was it, because Hicks is on paternity leave, so
Stan DH.
Tilo played center.
Yeah. Tilo gets in there, which I think that's normal. That's like a fine. You won the first 2 days. It's a day game. Get your bench guys in after you win the first 2 games.
Yes.
I wonder if they had lost yesterday against the Orioles, what they would have done in Game 3. But thankfully, we didn't have to find that out.
Oh, Glaber didn't play today as well.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was someone else.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, Glaber is kind of... No, he played the first 2. Okay. A note by Kyle was that the Orioles stranded second and third 3 out of the first 5 innings.
I believe so.
So the Yankees just Houdiniing their way out of innings. Castro came in. His slider looked nasty from our seats.
Yeah.
He gets a big strikeout because he walked the bases loaded and then strikes out the guy to end the inning. Wandy comes in, scared of Jake, didn't even try to fight him. Did you tweet that video yet?
I did not. I think I'll save it for tonight.
Okay. You want him to be like awake and on his phone. You want him to see it. I get you. Okay.
Next time. I was wearing my sexy sunglasses. I'll show the people watching on YouTube right now. I put them on. I become one of the sexier men you've ever seen. I take them off. Kind of a Connecticut knob job.
Slob, I might not.
So I was wearing the glasses, so Wandy was probably thrown off by that.
I think he might like respond like, thought you were bigger.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Bruce Zimmerman, for whatever it means, the Orioles started today, is off to an electric start of the season. 0.93 ERA.
He changed his like changeup grip and added a sinker. So he's like a new pitcher that people have to figure out now.
So he gives up no earned runs to the Yankees. Like I mentioned at the start, 5 Baltimore errors. And there was a couple that were tough plays, but couldn't go down as errors. So, the game script would have been a lot different if a couple things happened differently.
Well, you put the ball in play. You got Tilo running. You got speed. DJ was running today.
Yeah.
He's tagging up, scoring on. Did he score on Rizzo's oppo single? He's running. DJ was running. He's gassed. Big outings by Loizaga and Litke, who had bad outings in game 1. Loizaga 1.1 and looked good. 3 strikeouts,
Chad
1 hit.
As well? Chad?
Yeah, Chad. I was doing the game 1 bounce back, but Chad looked good as well. His curveball or slider or whatever the hell it is looked good. And then Litke has to come in because Marinaccio didn't close out the 9th inning, and then he gets his batter, or he walked a guy, then got his batter. But that's the game. I got no.
We were at this game.
I was there.
Judge hit a homer.
Judge hit a homer on 3-1 fastball. A guy that just. The other team scored a pitch via wild pitch. So I had turned to BBD and I said, this is going to be like the most, I forget what I said exactly, but it was like, this is going to be a meatball strike.
And meet the ball.
You can't let the other team score on a wild pitch and then walk the next guy, because then you're out the game and maybe optioned.
That's it.
Yeah. And instead, he gave up a 3-run homer to Judge, which was the better result for him, honestly. At least it was a pitch in play.
Everyone gets on base. Tilo's pretty fun. A couple weird fly balls early. I'm not sure how those looked on TV. But yeah, when he's out there, he's fun. He's you mentioned he looks in really good shape. Saw him on the field. Good shape.
Yeah, this is going to sound odd.
Okay.
Professional athletes are so different.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about Chad today.
Yeah.
And, like, when you see him on the mound, because you compare him to Judge and Stanton and Chapman, you're like, oh, Chad's tall and skinny. It's like, no, Chad's pretty fucking muscular.
Yeah.
Like, really, when we said hi to him.
If Chad was in our office, we'd be like, Chad's kind of diesel.
Yeah, you'd be like, that's a pretty jacked guy in our office.
That's a big guy, huh?
And then Tilo looked like a muscular kangaroo picture. Like his upper half, I did not expect, because he was wearing like a cutoff shirt. And you just get reminded quickly, like, oh, they're not average people.
No.
Like Chad's the tallest, strongest person in a lot of his friend groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think of him as kind of just like a tall, skinny reliever. It's like he's not really skinny at all. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Strong.
Gave
him a handshake hug today.
BBD went handshake, hand on the shoulder. My left hand didn't come out to play at all.
Yeah.
Just one handshake.
Well, so, I mean, me and Kinger hit it, hug, beautiful artwork.
Yeah, I did that with King too. I just met Chad.
King, it was big hugs.
Yeah.
So then I was batting leadoff, and I mean, Chad obviously went handshake.
Yeah.
I was handshake, but he kind of pulled.
Nah.
He kind of pulled.
Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. He was glad that I was like.
He was happiest with your pure handshake, and we all know that.
We're all comfortable with that.
And that's fine.
It's the tops what I did.
Yeah, well, sure was.
The 2022 Top Series Bunt NFT collection is coming soon to topsnfts.com. Buy standard and premium packs of officially licensed NFT digital collectibles featuring your favorite players and teams from one of Topps most popular sets. A standard pack comes with a guarantee of one rare NFT collectible in each pack, and a premium pack comes with a guarantee of one super rare NFT collectible in each pack. This release includes brand new products such as Stars of MLB Chrome, Generation Now, Ultra Short Print, Team Cube 2.0, and a special 1987 35th anniversary motion set. Head to topsnfts.com now for more info on the 2022 Series 1 baseball NFTs. You ready to give out some awards here?
You're thinking right now, like doing awards. Howdy, 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 hi. Howdy, 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 ho.
Hi.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah. Who goes first?
It feels like a Sunday to me.
It does, right?
Take
Is that
it.
going to be cool, or is that going to come back and bite us? Because Sunday would normally mean like Monday, our week's about to ramp up again.
Yeah, and last time Thursday felt like a Friday, and then I got home and I was like, shit, we have talking baseball
Right.
and more shows tomorrow. So I think it's going to be good. Or I think it's going to be all right. Either way, we have work
I
tomorrow.
think every little thing
If it felt like a Saturday,
is going to
would be
be
upset.
all right.
is that your award? Everything's going to be all right?
No, because we're doing Pride of the Yankees.
I just thought maybe next time.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I say right so much.
Well, you hung out with Nikki
I
Cass.
know, it's stuck in my head. I'll go.
Yeah, don't do like a just like a loser one.
Right,
Like if 90% of the people can guess it, don't do that.
if I picked Miguel Castro, people would be like, I don't know, Jake.
I think some people
His
would be like,
stuff looked good.
some people are like,
but-
wow, this is a deep podcast.
So you think I should just do a deep cut and not take like what people would think I would take for the Pride of the Yankees?
I'm just saying, don't just be cookie cutter.
I'm not going to be cookie cutter. I have a guy that's a little bit of a cut. I'm going to go Rizzo.
Oh.
I'm going to go Rizzo. You know, kind of. Oh, this guy knows baseball.
Yeah.
He had a 3-homer game.
Shortest total distance
Yeah.
of 3 homers combined to ever be in a 3-homer game.
Yeah. A couple porch jobs.
No one knew there
Which
was a
is
short
fine.
porch over there.
Which is
showing
fine.
the other team,
Yeah.
making it a little too obvious.
By the way,
By the way, guys,
if you guys hit it that way,
you don't have to hit it far at all. You didn't even hit foul.
Anthony Rizzo had a 3-homer game.
Saw it.
Last 3-homer game since Higgy. So, that's big.
Name another Yankee that's had a 3-homer game.
Alfonso Soriano.
Name another.
Nobody. I got nobody. Ran out.
Gary, Clint, Judge, Stanton.
Oh,
Jesus,
yeah.
dude. Jeez, A-Rod.
Oh, Roof?
No.
Never. That's a shocker to some people. I'm going to go with Anthony Rizzo.
You almost changed it to Joey Gallo, dude.
He had a 3-homer game. I don't know if you saw this.
What did he do in the other games?
He was still really good. He finishes with a 462 batting average, a 500 on base. And man, he's just been a breath of life. There was a group of guys in front of us today that were having a lot of good baseball conversations, a little older than us, but good baseball stuff. One time we had a conversation and the other guy's buddies left, so he was guy in the baseball in the row in front of you, adding something to the conversation when he thought something needed to be added.
It was great.
It was about Rizzo.
It was like a Zach GeoGuessr chime job.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was chiming in whenever he thought there was something that needed
And he
to be.
knew at the correct level for when his input was
Yeah,
good and when it
exactly.
was
He
out.
wasn't overstepping his
No,
boundary.
it was like
perfect.
It was like a perfect
Yeah.
section mate.
He really was. And one of the conversations that came up was like, and I think our guy Kyle brought this up. It was how many homers could Rizzo end up with this year? Because he's currently leading baseball. Obviously, a 3-homer game early in the season helps that happen with a hot start.
What was his most home runs in a season? 31?
So 3 times Anthony Rizzo has finished with 32 home runs.
All right, give me the most recent year that he did that.
The most recent year he did that was 2017. In 2019, he hit 27. I know, different question there. But, I mean, what we're doing here is Yankees turkey math. Hi, welcome. I'm Jake Storielli, and this is Yankees turkey math. The short porch is going to add Anthony Rizzo some homers. We just saw that. He just got 2 bonus balls this one series. If Riz gets a couple more bonus balls, let's say he even gets 1 every other series that he gets a stadium job, or every other homestand, that's still like 30 homers is in play for Riz, and we lowered the bar for him coming into the season from what we saw last year, and he's clearly above that. He is a lock in the top 3 of the lineup. And the other fun fact that also came up with that is that Anthony Rizzo, I think BBD had it, is a month older than Freddie Freeman. So again, Freddie Freeman, incredible. He's also off to a nutso start. Guy has an MVP in the bag very recently. The Rizzo move can end up looking like Cash God stuff if we get Rizzo for the next 3 years, and he looks like this. So I love it. Little shrug.
How many did he have that year? 32?
32.
So I'm looking at all his home batted balls.
Yeah.
And if that season his home games were played at Yankee Stadium, he would have added 1, 2, 2.5, we'll say.
Okay.
3, 4. Not that many.
Okay. So, I mean, that's still going from 32 to 36 homer seasons. Those feel different.
Yeah, other sides of 5.
Right?
What's the other year he did it?
People would
What's another year he did it?
People would say, oh, Riz almost hit 40 this year.
Yes.
32, you can't say that.
No, not at all.
So you want the years he hit 32?
Yeah.
16, 17, and 14.
Because this is, I think I'll be able to find this info very easily on 2016 as well.
And I see Lomac and Alex, or I'm not sure how to say that, said Rizzo had 23 last year. Baseball Savant said he had 32 if he hit them at Yankee Stadium. The math doesn't fully work out that way because half your games have to be on the road.
Yes, that's why I don't. That's why I do
you
it.
half.
I
Yeah,
do it
the
my
home
own
games.
way because
It makes sense. That's turkey math.
But I don't
But it's
understand
accurate.
why they don't do that. Unless they do, but the last time we did this combo, they don't.
Yeah.
So I don't look at that page because I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Right.
No one plays all.
It's a good way to embellish the numbers.
Dude, that season? Holy smokes. 2016?
Yeah.
Let's see. So anything that's not
Oh, wow.
anything that's not red. So like even let's go to left to right. We got 1, 2. That was a homer.
Yeah.
3. Maybe 4, maybe 3.5.
That bounces over. 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10, 11, 12.
So, yeah, I guess.
Jesus Christ. That's what I thought I was going to find the other year.
Yeah.
So in 2016, if he played his home games at Yankee Stadium and hit the same batted balls. Instead of Wrigley, he would have had 10 to 12 more homers.
Yeah, even if we say 10, you just went from 32 to 42 home runs.
So how many is he hitting this year, Jake? Over, under 35. Be honest.
Oh, I'd say under 35. I think 30 is the honest over-under at this point. Because let's be honest. I mean, Anthony Rizzo has looked incredible so far this season. He's got a 1.1 OPS, so like that's going to come down. But he's going to find the porch. Will hit and run hit this series? Ooh, doggy.
He's good. I had fun. I made the little breakdown of him moving up in the box to take away the changeup. That was a fun one. I appreciate that he over-enunciates or whatever so I can read his lips easily. He was so proud of it. It was funny. He told, because I used 2 clips where he was telling people, but he told someone else too. Like he came back from that home run and he was just telling everyone, I moved up in the box. I moved up in the box.
Worked out.
And he looks like a little leaguer because he's just got that haircut and the ears that stick out. And I just find his mannerisms funny. The way he pokes and hunts on the iPad, I'd like everyone to start noticing that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little like how your dad pokes and hunts on an iPad.
He's, the way he uses an iPad is like, oh, you're an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
Who you haven't had to use a computer.
Granted, I've never owned an iPad.
Yeah. I have a knockoff one. Never used it.
Shit, dude, I might be
I said I was going to.
a not natural iPad user.
I bought a knockoff iPad to start doing yoga at home. did one class, never used
What
it
a
again.
failed plan.
Yeah.
From the jump.
I'm a yuppie yoga guy. I tell everyone that.
I know that, but a bad iPad to do.
That's the
yoga
thing. I
from
didn't fully
home.
commit. I didn't
Yeah.
fully commit.
Yes, that's exactly. Exactly.
My original idea was I was going to heat up the room and do hot yoga by myself. That was never going to happen.
How are you going to heat up the room?
Use heat.
At least you had that one.
Yeah.
nailed down.
Yeah, I had that locked. I had that
You
locked.
could have answered that and really blown our
Like
doors
you could
off.
clog the doors with towels and stuff. But it starts getting like dangerous.
Yeah, you'd pass out.
Yeah.
You've passed out a couple times.
No, I've been good with that since my seizure.
No, you passed out a couple times post seizure. Back of that car?
I mean, those are different things. Those
On
are,
top of the car?
That was a nap. That was a nap.
Walked out of the bar one night and found Jake sleeping on top of the car.
I was tired and I wanted to go home. So I slept on the trunk.
It's like a sedan. It's just on the trunk.
I want to go
Get
home.
that picture. Someone's got that picture. That's
Someone's
a
got
fucking
that picture,
funny
yeah.
picture, man.
We'll see
The
if
other
we
time
can
he was
find
just
it.
in a stranger's car.
Okay, we don't talk about that.
Oh,
time.
okay. Because that is scary.
That was a concert.
Car looked like a car you knew.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyways,
Um,
anyone have the Jake sleeping on a car pic?
someone has that.
Send in that text. Who's your pride?
My pride
Pride of the Yankees.
the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
It's his first of the season, which, to be honest, is giving him that lean a little bit. But it's Aaron Judge. Plays back-to-back days in center field. Plays right field. On the series, he
Didn't
has
get a pride yet.
he got his first award last week.
Okay.
He got 5 RBIs on the series, 6 hits, 2 home runs.
Yeah.
His numbers on the year now, or I don't know what they are.
I can get there pretty quick.
It's got to be like a 950 OPS.
You want Judges, not someone else, right?
Judge, yeah.
Aaron Judge's numbers on the year. 296 batting average,
So that's very good.
a 367 on base,
That's very
a
good.
577 slug
Very good.
for a 945 OPS.
All-star level player.
Slightly above his career average.
A little reminder how early in the season we were.
Yeah.
And still are in a way, but we're almost, well, we're not really a month.
Yeah,
into April stuff.
May 1's a little trickier than it normally is.
But maybe there's less off days. Usually there's a lot of off days in April. Maybe
We've had a couple
there have
still,
been a
yeah.
couple.
Just opening day. It's funny.
Yeah. Someone in the chat is saying, didn't Jimmy ask for Judge to get back to his 900 OPS? Did I?
Maybe.
Maybe on like his PPP on
Pre-game
the
show?
season.
Pre-game show?
I have no idea. But yeah, no, Judge, probably the Yankees. I mean,
Maybe the Tuesday up? Yeah.
and his home runs weren't to tie the game or to take the lead, but the 3-run homer today kind of secured that game.
Ended the game.
And then him and Rizzo going back to back after it became 10-8 to make it 12-8 also was just like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
This is easier.
Outfield
And
assist.
He feels real bad about what happened with the JMO ball in right field today. Came out of his
Yeah.
glove. He feels real bad about it. So, Judge.
It's a good pick, man.
Thanks. This
This is going to be tough.
Yankee MFer?
Yeah.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Jake, you get to go first on this one.
This is a nightmare.
I got 2 options in my head that I can go with,
This is a nightmare.
and
Okay.
you have to go first. I mean, they've won 6 games in a row.
I'm going to Band-Aid this.
All right.
It's Ron Marinaccio. We were at the game today. It started to get cold. Ron came in. He couldn't close out the game. Couple, not the hardest hit balls, but they went down the line, and it was tough. We were ready to go. Everyone wanted to go celebrate the game. Don't record this.
It's a picture, dude.
So, hey, and I know he just got sent down, so that really sucks, but it's also like he's more a part of the episode now. We're giving Ron Marinaccio some exposure, so go like, send him an Instagram DM and be like, appreciate you, big dog. We'll see you soon.
I mean, don't do that. You just got to opt it.
Right, we'll see you back soon. What are you talking about? Don't do that.
He's not ready for that. He's going to think it's a gag.
Stop.
Do you think if we said hi to him, it would have altered his mood,
A little bit.
and then he might have got better outing?
Yeah, I do.
Damn, man.
He walked out with Castro, which was a mistake because Castro's a 6'7" big dude, and Marinaccio's not.
How tall is Castro?
6'7". Yeah, dude.
Yankees are dumb. Castro also was like, I thought he was like a lanky, skinny, pretty muscular dude as well.
Yeah.
6'7", 205.
In-
He's a thin guy.
He's thin.
Yeah, but
Got
I
the
mean,
he's
it's,
in
Kevin
shape.
Durant.
but he's not
Yeah, he's-
Blevins.
Oh, come on.
Jerry Skinny.
Jerry Blevins is very naturally skinny, and he'll be the first to admit that.
Yeah, yeah,
No, he and Miguel Castro are different body types.
yeah. That sucks that you gave that to Ron, man.
No, it's like he's more a part of the family now. Like, if I didn't give it to him, that's kind of like the old...
Oh, so you think like, oh, you played for the Yankees? Oh, did you ever get an MFer?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like the... If I didn't like you, then I wouldn't give you the MFer. It's kind of like ribbing on your buddies. Like, you make fun of your buddies, oh, you know, because you know we're buddies. If you don't, then it's like, oh, so you don't think we're that close. But, you know, Ron Marinaccio, Tom's River.
Okay.
What's yours?
Andujar. I didn't see him all series.
That's messed up.
One of the only people to not
You know
contribute to the wins in any way.
Are you kidding me?
Barely noticed him. Doesn't come up in the box score once.
The dudes were so happy he was back. That's why they balled out.
That's
Papa!
Not, it's not in my box score.
You're a box score guy now?
Yeah, it's strictly box score.
Strictly
guy.
box score.
Yeah. I've kind of been abandoning the games.
That's tough.
It's his 6th MFer.
That's tough, man. But you got to contribute.
That's going to be, you're going to feel bad in like a year and a half when you're like, oh, BBD, there were some awards last year. And you see Andujar. Like, did he?
What,
and
did he
he's-
play?
And then you're going to see he didn't play in
Didn't
the
play.
series.
It's like, oh, man, he must have said or did something messed up.
Damn, dude.
But no, he just didn't help. Like, so many people helped these. You want me to go Cole Andujar combo?
No,
Nestor?
no,
People that didn't help at all?
no. I don't want that.
So we'll just go Andujar then.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Daddy, I want it.
You seem stressed. These next awards are brought to you by Cushy Dreams, which can help your stress, anxiety, sleeping problems,
Yes.
trouble quieting your mind. That's huge for me. That's the biggest thing that like if I was to go to a therapist
Yeah.
and they would say, what do you need help with? I'd say, I need to turn my brain off sometimes. All I do is
Yeah.
weed gummies for that now. And they'd probably be like, that's what we'd prescribe. And I'd say, that's why I skipped you
Yeah.
in the whole process of making my brain turn off. Well, those are common problems, but they don't have to be bad thanks to Cushy Dreams. Cushy specializes in high-quality legal cannabis, smokable CBD, and smokable Delta-8 THC. CBD has been shown to help with anxiety, depression, inflammation, and pain relief without the high. And Delta-8 is similar, but with some added euphoria. They both offer indica and sativa strains, and you get to pick the mood you want to experience. Relax, create, hustle, peace, energy, dream. At checkout, use promo code YANKS for 25% off your next order at cushydreams.com. Kushy.
Wow. It's good stuff, man. All right.
You're up now. You get to do an award.
Jimbo. Okay. I'm going to give out the little guy in a fight award. The little guy starting a fight award.
The little guy starting a fight award.
The little guy starting a fight award.
Little guy starting a fight award. I got that award
Yes.
going to Josh Donaldson.
It is not Josh Donaldson.
Damn.
Jimmy, the little guy starting a fight award. Prestigious.
No, this one's never been given out before.
No, it's not a good award. It's going to DJ LeMahieu. Jim, little guy's starting to fight. Not that I've ever been this guy. But sometimes if you've seen a scene starting to develop with the little guy, often the little guy has some big guys behind him. Kind of the reason that the little guy is being a little more poppy than they might normally be. Jimmy, DJ
You had a lot
LeMahieu.
of big friends in high school and college.
I had a lot of big friends.
Yeah.
But I didn't like starting shit. You can confirm that.
One time you started a ton of crap.
Yeah?
I wasn't there.
Which time?
When you got beat up.
When?
When they pinned you down.
I know, dude. That story has gotten misconstrued over time. I threw a guy out a window. Anyways.
Yeah, but then you were inside a house.
Yeah.
With all of his friends.
No, that was before that.
They beat you up before you threw him out the window?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was part of the scene. It was nuts. That was a crazy
I
night.
was away. I was in Hawaii on
was a
vacation with my
crazy
family. And
I hate that night.
Our whole house got in a fight.
Jimmy, DJ LeMahieu. He's
Yeah.
got a couple big guys behind him now.
Yeah.
Judge, Rizzo, Stanton.
He's leading off. He's pretty big himself.
He got 3 hits and a walk this series. Whatever. That's not a huge DJ series. Honestly, the numbers don't look that great. So those numbers would tell you DJ got on base 4 times. He reached on an error today. I think there was might have been another error. DJ LeMahieu, who has 3 hits and 1 walk this series, scored 6 times
He was running today.
to lead the team. He scored 6 runs in a 3-game set. So, like, when he was on, the big guys behind him are bringing him in. DJ, who looks like DJ LeMahieu this year, which we love, he's going to score a shit ton of runs this year. Like, he might be up there with the squad. So, or like the Bo Bichettes or Simeons, guys that have led the leagues in scoring. So, that's kind of fun. DJ's going to be running a lot this year then.
Yeah. I hope he's in shape.
Good cardio.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have that. What do you have? Hernia? Sports hernia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 runs, 1 walk. 3 hits, 1 run. 6 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk. Got there.
Scored a lot of runs.
Yeah, man.
Weird play today when he fed Marwin that ball and didn't just throw
That
it to
was
first.
weird.
It's a weird play, right?
That was weird.
Didn't care about it that much.
No. Like Marvin.
But that's the thing. Marwin also could have covered a
The
little
whole
bit.
thing was just like
DJ should have went to first.
Yeah.
But Marwin should have
Marvin
been
expected
prepared.
him to, but also
Yeah, I saw one, like a screenshot of like where, I forget who was running, but where they were when DJ fielded that ball, and it was like, they didn't.
Everyone in the
bust that
stadium. I think that there needs to be a stadium reaction meter in stats. It's kind of like my biggest thing. Have you guys heard my theory on this?
go on.
I was talking with Steve, payroll Steve,
Yeah.
accounting Steve, that we were talking about how you can't assume the double play.
Right.
And I said that if the entire stadium groans
You could assume
and
double play.
40,000 people assumed the double play, then the scorekeeper there should be a groan meter
Okay.
as long as the stadium's full. But if the whole stadium goes, oh, that means everyone was assuming the double play.
People assumed the double play.
Yeah. And with DJ, when he went to second, there was an audible crowd noise that was like, huh? And that means everyone else thought he should have went to first.
I know Caster does this a couple times a year on the broadcast, but you can't assume the double play.
There's a lot of scoring, like, fake rules in baseball that just need to be changed, and they're not for traditional. Like, there can be an error if it doesn't touch your glove.
Right.
That shouldn't just fall on the pitcher's ERA because you fucking got...
If there's a ground ball to short and there's 2 slow runners running, I can assume the double
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally like saying you can't assume is telling me I can't think something, and I just thought that. Whoa.
Yeah. So, groan meter. That's something new I'm in.
Oh. Come on.
Man, you know I love watching people when we go to stadiums.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm
You
a
sure
big,
do.
I'm a big like.
You've been watched.
I love it. The guy and BBD was next to me, so the guy behind us for those 3 innings, I was so drunk and
Yeah.
just screaming the whole time, was
Oh, too
pretty
drunk.
obnoxious, and I didn't enjoy his yells that much.
Yeah.
The guy in front of us was sneaky drunk the whole time.
Yeah.
2 plays at first base, like double plays, they didn't get the out at first because the runner was safe. And twice he goes, yeah, oh, what?
Yeah.
And it was same inning. And the second time, me and BBD laughed. Anyway, that guy stood up at one point to go get rounds of drinks. Yeah. And the super drunk guy behind us goes, oh, I saw that wobble. You were drinking with me, too. You're drunk, too.
Yeah.
And the guy in front of us wanted to fight his ass so bad.
Yeah.
Because he just got called out for being drunk in public. And
he took off his sunglasses.
You know, when you stand up.
He took off his sunglasses to be like.
When you stand up and you wobble, you hope nobody saw it. Yeah. And then to have the drunkest guy in the room be like, I saw that.
Try to lump you in.
You're like me. We're both drunk. But then he was like, I can't. Like, he's right. Yeah. And maybe I should just be a fun guy. So then he just threw up like a shaka or whatever Hawaii thing at him in such like a, yeah, dude, thanks for noticing. Yeah. Shut up. It's pretty funny.
Then he got drinks, and he came back, and he had like a one-liner. Because the drunk guy asked him for a drink.
They said they're out of they only have ball water. It was
it's a bad joke.
Really bad joke.
But I respect it.
It was actually not him. It was the other guy who had his Yankees jersey tucked into his pants who said it. And obviously that guy's making. And I was like, Jay, I said, I can't talk shit about this because Jake would like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a hilarious
He was ready to play.
The guy tipped.
I like the crew in front of us.
I like them a lot. It was just so funny that he was like, I hope no one saw that. And then the drunkest guy in the section was like, you're drunk too. Anyway, my first award is the I'm a Real Boy award. Shit. I was going to say it's the Pinocchio award.
Right.
But now you guys kind of get it. Maybe.
I'm a real boy. I mean, I would know that that's a Pinocchio quote.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
So it's not like you've given an extra
But if
clue.
I said Pinocchio, you would have been like, he's talking about like a liar
hey, who's got
or
the
like
longest
a puppet.
nose
Yeah.
on the team?
You don't know. You don't know which way I'm going.
Right.
So it's the Pinocchio award.
Okay. I've already forgotten the hint, if it helps you.
Don't give a shit.
Okay. Tim Locastro.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
They sent him to the minors for a week. Yeah. They were like, we need fucking Sears up here, dog. We don't need you. And he comes up and, in Baltimore, the first time made that crazy diving catch. In this series, he finished some games. I think he scored a run in game 1, stole a base in game 2, had a hit and 2 walks in game 3, scored a run that was stole another base, scored from first on that ball down the line, or was that from second? Either way, it was the fastest.
Oh, from first. That was awesome.
I think I have that on this camera.
Oh, wow.
With like the crowd and everyone. And
Yes had a really good shot of it, too. The first base camera followed him the whole way.
Did the Yankees post that, or did we post that?
We posted that. I retweeted it. It's really good.
I love base running. Like, Jim, that's an art.
I think you like base running a little more than me. I'll admit that.
Thanks. That's nice of you.
How about this?
I love that shot of a guy going first to home. I love it.
You do. Tim Locastro is a 1% guy, literally. He's like 1% fastest guys in baseball. He doesn't slow down running the bag at third, and it's beautiful. Like, normally you see guys change their stride or you have to adjust to the bag. Nothing. The dude picks up speed for longer than any other player. It was a thing of beauty.
I'm watching it.
Yeah, you're going to like this, I think.
Okay. He's rounding second. And I love watching humans switch gears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just think of a car doing that.
Yeah.
And when you see professional athletes literally just like a hitch in their giddy up and then boom, new gear. So he does it halfway after he rounds second. Halfway right around there.
Yeah.
He just pumps into another gear, and you're right. He doesn't slow down.
Dude,
at
it's
all.
like a perfect circle. Like they do those maps
It's an
of
art.
guys base running. I mean, that's his skill. Like, credit to him.
Yeah. We had him on John Boy and Jake Radio at one point, and he drafted Fast Things with us. And the question I asked him, which I think is a really fun question, I asked him, if Usain Bolt never got to practice running the bases, do you think you can beat him?
Yeah.
And we all agreed that he could, because you need to know the angles and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you hit him perfectly, it's easier than like one misstep from Bolt. Who knows if Bolt can turn? We've never seen him.
Right.
But anyway.
I bet he could learn.
But he's an asset is the main thing. He's a
Yeah.
real boy. He's not just like a one-trick bench piece.
Right.
He hit a homer. Last series,
Well, I think the bigger thing is for the long run,
played center.
Tim Locastro is replacing Tyler Wade's role on the team this year.
Yes.
Outside of the positional defense stuff, which currently Marwin has, but they turned Tyler Wade into a pinch runner. And Tim Locastro, as people are saying right now in the chat, like he's literally one of, if not the fastest guy in baseball, and an incredible base runner, like stealing bases, the base running. So in that aspect, the Yankees did upgrade their roster from they believe that you should have a pinch runner on the roster, and they have one of, if not the best guy in baseball doing it.
Yeah, he started one game. He had two, but he got in all 3 games. So they're using him as defensive replacement or pinch runner or whatever.
And he's scoring a ton of runs.
I know.
He's projected for 108 runs this
He
season.
scored 3 runs in the series.
Yeah.
And he stole 2 bags. So he's an asset. I hope they win more series. I hope he gets more starts where we're like, yeah, let's run him out there, But when Hicks comes back, it gets interesting.
He, Statcast sprint speed, its own beast, but that does have him as number 1. Number 2 is Trey Turner. The gap between him and Trey Turner is 0.3 feet per second. Same gap as Trey Turner and like the 7th guy, which is like a way people frame things. It's kind of fun.
Trey Turner stats on this on Statcast sprint speed are pretty wild. There's like the amount of competitive runs and bursts that Trey has right now over the next people it was almost double at one point.
Yeah,
Are you looking at that right now? Is it still that way?
As a player who he isn't on a team just for his speed.
Yeah, he's a fucking hitter.
When you're looking
and
at
a star.
this page,
Yeah.
it's like there's a competitive runs thing. It's like he has 394 competitive runs over the last.
Yeah.
40
He uses his speed more than anyone else because he actually puts the ball in play because he's a really, really top-tier hitter as well.
Top tier.
Yes. You get to give out an award, Jake. So far, we have given out the Pinocchio Award and the Little Guy Starting a Fight Award. What's the next award that someone will receive?
Jimmy, I'm going to give out BBD, everyone in the chat. I'm going to give out the We Killed Those Bad Guys award.
So you said Gallo earlier when you wanted to give the pride away. So my guess is because you kind of always leak your pick.
No, that was just Italian.
Okay, because my guess is Stanton.
Yeah.
Because he deserves to be talked about.
Yes.
And he had some bad demons in his head and they got killed. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. The award goes to Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo, Jim, if you're watching the movie, if you're reading the book, a Lord of the Rings type book, something like that, you go into the mountain and you got to beat off the Oh, the goblins are attacking us. We got to kill the goblins. Okay, we killed all the goblins. What's next? Joey Gallo finally killed the goblin. He got the first homer off his back, and then he hits a second homer the next day, and then it's like, okay. So around that, there's still a lot of strikeouts, a lot of outs, but you killed the first goblin. You stopped the first wave of mass hysteria. Now, you beat the bad guys, you're leaving the mountain, and it's what's next? What's going to be the next obstacle? Are you coming out of the mountain and there's going to be a giant volcanic beast that you can't fight? Or are you going to come out on the other side of the mountain and your elfish friends are there? And they're going to help you, and you're going to restart your season. Jim, I don't know what's going to happen. I know Joey hit 2 homers against the Orioles this series. And as I was telling you and BBD when we were in the stands today, it's going to be really interesting the next series for JoJo. Because if people want to be mean, they can point back and say, oh, if he has a bad series, 2 homers against the Orioles, man, like that's you're still there. You're still not kind of a part of this ship yet. If he goes on and he has another series, home run, high on base percentage, something like that, then you can start daydreaming of stepping stones or thinking about the future of this Yankees team, which, let's be honest, a week or so ago, I think everyone was exploring, like, how does the book play out, and there weren't a lot of happy endings. Let's keep taking some steps to get to a stepping stone.
So one time we gave out the,
goblin stuff.
going to Home Depot award. He's not even on the trip to buy him.
No, like, you got to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
You got to be honest. It's Orioles.
He could go 0
2
for.
homers.
He can go 0 for in Kansas City, and like the Orioles stuff doesn't.
Nothing really happened.
Counts at all. Yeah.
Nothing really happened. So it's a surprisingly big road trip for Joey. I won't fully pin him to the Kansas City series, because if he does good things in Toronto, that would be more important. But like, you set yourself up, Joey, that you're going to head into this road trip and you don't have to answer all the same BS questions. Is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Go. And like you said, the Rucco interview was pretty good. Good content.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it, really?
No, he's like.
Oh, I thought it was funny.
I don't think he's. I don't know. I can't read him in an interview at all.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's being standoffish or trying to say the right thing or perfect, but I think Rucco was a little like, really, dude? You making me look dumb on.
Yeah.
Like, like Rucco's asking questions, dude, and he's like, just making faces like they're dumb questions and then giving one sentence answers. So I
Okay.
I got weird vibes from
Rucco
that.
looked dumb.
Well, Rucco is like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right, man.
They're conversation enders,
Yes. They were just like,
which I think is what he wanted.
yeah, they didn't want to do the interview, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I mean, you've been pretty bad. You get player of the game interview. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Give them something.
I think
it's like the opposite of King. King gives them everything.
Right, but he's a different thing. We talked to everyone from the press today, and they talked about how much of a breath of fresh air Mike King is. But no,
Yeah,
I think
Tom is with me. He says he's giving Rucco some toot. I didn't like it.
I think it's because you get the player of the game. The last thing you want to talk about is the bad stuff, and you want to talk about what happened and going forward. But
before you go, you mentioned the Home Depot award, and we gave out last year. Jake, you gave out the Home Depot trip to Jameson Taillon. It was the start after his Phillies disaster start. That was the rock bottom point. The next series, Jimmy, you gave J-Mo after his next start the Thank You for Shopping at Home Depot award.
Yeah.
And then it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 series later, he did receive the stepping stone.
wow, so we were nervous for a little bit. He had a bad start last year.
Yeah. Well, I think the Philly start may have happened in between all that.
I think if this Phillies start happened, then he had it. Then
That was the start of that
time.
time.
First start of that
Okay.
turnaround.
So we were
Home
timid
Depot.
about James.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving out the
What's your last and final award?
Start Swinging award.
Start swinging.
Yeah.
You going Stanton?
No.
Oh.
No, Stan's fine.
Oh.
And he's keep swinging would have been his award.
Thought you said he deserved an award.
He does, but you didn't give it to him.
You didn't give it to him. You had the last. That's part of the last.
Well, there's
award.
always guys that deserve awards we don't talk about.
Sure.
Stan, there's no conversation around Stan.
I could have conversation.
Well, I got a guy I want to have a conversation around.
Who's it going to?
Monty.
Ah, okay.
I think he needs to fight someone.
Really?
I don't think it's a teammate, but I think if there's a brawl that happens or a scuffle, I think Monty needs to go in there and show. Remember when Sonny Gray in that Tigers brawl?
Yeah.
Sonny Gray was the first one out and pinned a dude. I forget who it was, but he would pin a dude, and everyone was like, "Oh shit, Sonny!"
Yeah. He played football.
I think Monty needs to. I am not 2017 rookie Monty. I've been on this team for 5 fucking years, or whatever. Blah blah blah, and I think he needs to they need to start being a little scared of him, just to change the energy around him. If anything, they're not giving him any run support. The end of all of his outings, he's never walking off the mound satisfied because either they pull him early or they leave him late or the bullpen blows it. He just needs people would be scared to do this shit to Cole because they'd be like, I don't want to deal with fucking angry Cole. So let's not even. Monty needs to show him hey, I can be a prickly thorn too. And then maybe we just change the energy. I just need him to release. He's pent up. He needs to release something. So either I would break tree branch over a stick or fight someone.
There's 2 solutions.
Okay.
You were just around one of the first solutions, which I don't want this solution. This would be like if I'm the doctor, like if you really need to, do this.
Okay.
But there's another solution. If he, like in the Yankees clubhouse, like Garrett bullies Monty a little bit. If Monty, this is something one of my friend's little brothers did, and it was eye-opening to us. If he gave Garrett like a shut the fuck up.
Did Andre do that?
Yeah. It's hilarious. So perfectly timed. One of our friend's little brother, we were just ribbing on him. And he was like 16, and he was just like, shut the fuck up. And we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You passed. Or I was going to say Red Sox, but because the Rays are a thorn in our side, the Jays think they're the bee's knees, and the Red Sox, if Monty gets a little physical against any one of those teams, that would be the next step in like his CC Sabathia tutelage.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rays, that'd be perfect. Like that was kind of CC's thing. That's for you, bitch.
Yep.
That would be an awesome passing of the guard for them.
I like that. I mean, he's got a 2.70 ERA in 4 starts,
Yeah.
and he was 0 through 5.2. Ran into a bad one, gets no run support. So yeah, I just think they need to be a little more scared of what happens if Monty's upset. Because right now, Boone doesn't give a fuck at all.
Right.
Boone doesn't, and I know the pedigree's different, but I even think like Sevy. I even think maybe Tyone. If Tyone gives Boone that like no, I think Boone thinks of it, but Monty, I don't even think it matters at all. I think they're just like, you're out.
I mean, Sevy definitely. Boone would let it happen. Maybe what Boone's doing is he's letting it build up to the right moment for Monty.
Yeah.
Because we discussed this and we said, weeknight game against Baltimore, even if Gumby does it and he stays out and he gets the out, it's cool and we like it. But it's also, if you ask Gumby, like the next time he has to do that and it's against Tampa, like a Saturday night game, then I think Booney gives it to him and he goes, all right, now's the time.
Yeah.
And Monty locks in. He gets the out on the curveball. Fist pump.
Oh, I don't even have him fist pumping.
Sevy's like, did you just fist pump?
Yeah. I'm just walking off arms stiff. Down. Like, with emphasis. Like, I will not fist pump this. I'm not even excited about it. It's easy. So, yeah, that's the Start Swinging award. Goes to Monty.
Good award.
I thought Donaldson, there's a conversation to have around him, too, because it's like, you're existing right now.
Yeah.
You're still not a pain point. You were about to become a pain point, and then it almost like, subsided.
Yeah.
But we're still not at like a pleasure point. And is that coming? That's kind of my question.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Josh Donaldson test for the next couple weeks is gonna be like when are you gonna have a road trip or a homestand? Like
Yeah.
when are we gonna see the Montefiore Player of the Week and Donaldson gets it? Because he should have that in the bag. That's why the Yankees acquired him. They're paying him a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. Like, nothing's looked too amiss. It's just hopefully what we're saying about Judge this week, where a couple good games make the numbers still change a lot, Donaldson could use that.
I agree. And then Stan, congrats.
Stan kind of just did that, or he's starting to do that.
Yeah, congrats on all the wins.
What are you
Donaldson
thinking?
hitting the ball hard and walking, so eventually it's gonna click.
So old school.
You think so? Think so. Makes a couple of the tough plays at third base look pretty easy. Strong arm.
He had been having a tough time at third for the early part of this year, and he made a couple nice plays this series, I think.
Yeah, there's that foul pop that he couldn't get to today. Tough
That was
play,
tough.
but
It was a windy
There was
day.
one on
I
in
think-
the first game. It was like, oh, good play.
I think Donaldson would say he can get that ball. But, yeah, it's just kind of like it's not even a yellow flag, Or it's like a really soft yellow.
Like, I just turned to see where the flag is.
Yeah.
But
I'm worried about the Orioles.
Yeah.
I meant to say the Royals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that, Jim?
I mean, they got to face Nestor tomorrow.
You're worried for the Royals?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They got to face Nestor, then Cole,
Yeah.
then Severino.
Dude, that's like...
It's like the three aces.
Dude, that's... You know, when we talk about you go into a series and it's like, oh, the Mets, like, oh, DeGrom and Scherzer, like, what do you do in a 3-game set? That's kind of worse because it's just Nestor coming from the left, 91-mile-per-hour fastball, funk. Garrett, like the surgeon of pitchers, who's pissed off right now that he got off to a bad start. And then Bulldog Sevy to finish it off?
It's a bad threesome.
Oh, I like that.
The Royals are 6-10. Are they playing right
Royals took 2 out of 3 from the White Sox? What's going on, White Sox?
now? They won today, the Royals?
Yeah. 5-2 and 10.
5-2 and 10?
Yeah.
That's their 7th win. 2 of their 7 wins have come in extra innings.
How about that?
How about that?
Some analytics for you.
But I don't think we're facing their good. We're Bubik, is that his name?
Bubich. I think you pronounce the C.
Bubich?
I think Bubich.
Boo, bitch.
I think
Get out the way. Get out
Say
the
it
way.
like that.
And then Carlos Hernandez and then Daniel Lynch.
Hernandez is the guy with the good fastball. Okay, let's see what you got, Royals. Big G, 455 on the series. Starting to get hot. We like that. Glaber played the first 2 games. 2 for 8.
Daniel Lynch is a lefty. His first game was bad. His last 2 have been good.
IKF sits the last game. That's fine. Relievers, everyone half redeemed themselves if they needed to.
And they earned it. And
Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. I know you said it earlier, but like the offense picking up the pitching on a day that a lot of guys didn't have it, still winning that game, that's important.
Yeah. The batting order lineup is starting to look like how I like batting order lineups to look when you look at it.
There's a recipe.
LeMahieu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6 games, LeMahieu has been the leadoff. Judge has been in the 2-hole last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. Rizzo in the 3-hole the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Donaldson did get in the 4-hole in Cleveland when Stanton sat, but when Stanton's played, he's been 4-hole, and Donaldson is looking like the 5-hole hitter if he's in there.
It's still open.
Yeah, 5-hole is still open because if Glaber gets hot, if Gallo gets hot.
If Hicks wants to go at some point, the 5-hole is still available. The Yankees want Donaldson to claim it, but
I think Kiner will stay in that 8-hole, and the catcher will stay in the 9.
yeah.
I'd suggest that even if Kiner stays hot the whole season, just because I like the balance there and then the pop in the middle. But yeah, lineup's starting to look good. And versus lefties, the Yanks are 3-1 versus lefty starters.
It's huge.
We're facing 2 lefties in Kansas City. Let's win 9 in a row.
Yankees are wearing fun Hawaiian dog shirts on their travel.
Where have you seen this?
The Yankees Twitter tweeted it out.
Yankees dog shirts.
Nice picture of
Judge and Rizzo.
Nice picture of Judge and Rizzo wearing their
The 2 prides of the Yankees in the Hawaiian dog
wearing
shirts.
their Hawaiian style dog shirts.
Wiener dogs.
So that's not bad.
That's pretty cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's
Huge.
it. Yanks are good. Recaps are fun. And if we missed anything, we missed it. We didn't talk about Tyone at all. We were at the game. A lot of balls in play. He got out of a lot of jams, and he's been pretty good. Not worried about it. And as long as he didn't allow it to become a blowout, I had faith the Yankees were going to win the game, and he did his job.
Judge squeezed away from being 5 flat, which we've talked about as a different feeling. Did you just drop your pen?
Nah, I dropped my ring.
Let's get out of here.
Go Yankees. Thank you very much for listening. Love you guys. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.